Love is in the air, and a new survey finds that couples like to take the air for a romantic getaway to turn up the heat in their relationship.
Alex Silva has more.
Whether you've been together for a few months or a few years, romantic getaways are one of the most popular ways to rev up the romance in a relationship. Travel expert Sarah Gavin says if you've been thinking about taking a dream trip abroad, you should start packing now.
If you've thought about traveling overseas and you sort of have that big dream trip to Europe or that big dream trip to South America that you've wanted to take forever, but you've been worried about the cost of it, this is the year to go. The dollar is really strong this year compared to other currencies, so your dollar is going to stretch a lot further. You can make a lot more of that vacation. So that trip that you've been dreaming of is going to be much more affordable this year than it has been in the past.
Now, if you're newly dating, deciding when to go on a romantic getaway can be tricky, but a recently released survey by Expedia shed some light on the issue.
There's a lot of good debate about that. So about 28% of people said that you could go on an overnight trip within the first 3 months, but the majority of people said that that 4 to 8 month window is really the sweet spot when you want to take that trip. You've obviously hit that stage where you're comfortable sharing a hotel room, but you really want to take things to the next level and see, well, maybe you've had an overnight or two, but you really want to know, well, what would happen if we spent 3 or 4 days together? And what would happen, how do we communicate if there's travel stress? And then, really, how do you just sort of get that amazing connection to be able to take that to the next level?
So what cities top the list of romantic getaway destinations?
28% of people said that the number one type of vacation that makes them feel frisky is going to the beach. But then Paris popped as both the sexiest and the most romantic destination. No surprise, Vegas is number 2 for sexiest. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And then we also saw great destinations come in on the sexy list. Places like Rio. If you think about really letting your inhibitions go, Rio seems like exactly the place to do that.
To read more of the survey and to learn about more great romantic getaways, go to Expedia.com.